Okay, so today we're doing a deep dive into communication, but maybe from a slightly different angle than usual.
Yeah, we're looking at what not to do, actually.
Right. And we're drawing this from a really interesting source, insights from a session with Prem Kumar. He's a big name in direct selling.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, his position is, well, it's huge. He's a Royal Black Diamond Ambassador.
Which means,
Basically, the highest earner at IndusViva. That's a major direct selling network marketing company.
wow.
And he hasn't just, done well. He's built one of their biggest networks, hit 14 out of their 16 top ranks.
That's incredible.
And it's visible success, too. Drives a Lamborghini he earned, entirely through this business.
A Lambo. Seriously.
Yeah. And apparently, at this big event in Thailand, like 1,800 franchisees, people described him as this sort of central energy hub. His words definitely carry weight.
Okay, so definitely someone whose advice people listen to. And this session we're digging into, it was the last one of their Webathon season 13.
That's right, like a digital conference series they do. New season started up soon, apparently.
And his style. You mentioned it's very motivational.
Hugely motivational. Lots of focus on belief systems, mindset. He talks about professional pride. And he uses these really relatable examples, things from Indian culture, even cricket, like name-dropping Sachin Tendulkar, Virat Kohli.
Ah, okay. So he connects with people on that level.
Definitely. And sort of underpinning it all is this guiding principle he has, don't be evil.
Interesting. Almost like an ethical code for business.
Kind of, yeah. It comes through in his storytelling, which is apparently quite powerful, very clear.
So here's the twist then. Most of the time, the sessions are about how to talk to prospects, right? How to connect.
Exactly. That was the focus of the previous sessions in that webathon.
But this one flips it. He focuses entirely on the don'ts of communication.
Yep. What to avoid for, lasting success. It's a surprising angle.
It really is. So where does he even start with the don'ts? It feels like a huge topic.
He starts, well, fundamentally, with how you communicate with yourself.
Ah, the internal dialogue.
Precisely. He points out that, look, the world might label you negatively, useless, unfit, whatever. People often lean towards negativity, right?
Yeah, that happened.
So his point is, don't expect praise from outside. That just sets you up for disappointment. You've got to build that mental strength from the inside.
Okay, so it's not about seeking validation. It's about self-fortification.
You got it.
Yeah.
He really emphasizes that what you tell yourself is way more important than what anyone else says.
Like affirmations.
Exactly. You have to say, I am capable, I am strong, I will succeed. Don't doubt yourself.
Makes sense.
He even uses this powerful image from that movie, Pog, Milka Fog,
Oh, yeah, I know the one.
where Milka keeps running after he wins the race, chasing this image of his younger self who never doubted.
Wow, okay.
It's about keeping that inner belief strong, training your internal language, because that self-talk, it can genuinely make or break your life.
That's a really strong point. And it leads into something else, right? A quote he mentioned.
Yes, this quote, he said he became a fan of himself. If you can't speak positively, at least shut up.
Huh. Direct.
Very direct. Simple, but profound, he felt. And this isn't just about talking to yourself. It applies directly to the business side, too.
Okay, if you can't speak positively, at least shut up, I think. Well, we've all been there, wishing we'd followed that sometimes, haven't we?
Probably, yeah.
So how does that rule translate into the direct selling business context specifically?
Kumar says you absolutely have to avoid what he calls loose talk, especially in business.
Loose talk meaning?
Meaning, don't speak negatively about your company, don't speak negatively about your mentors, your upline, and crucially, don't speak negatively about your cross lines.
Cross lines. Okay, that's a term specific to this industry. Can you break that down for us? Why is talking about them negatively such a big don't?
Good question. So in direct selling, your cross lines are other distributors, other people in the same company.
Right.
But they're in different teams. They're not your direct mentors, and they're not people you've sponsored into your team. They run parallel to you, essentially.
Okay, different branches of the same tree.
Yeah, exactly. And Kumar is really clear on this. Communicating with cross lines, especially any kind of negative or strategic talk, is dangerous. He says it's destroyed many careers.
Well, that sounds serious.
His advice is super blunt. If a cross line says hi, you say bye. Maintain that boundary.
So it's about protecting your own focus, your team's morale maybe, preventing gossip or poaching.
All of that, yeah. It maintains the integrity of the individual business units within the larger company structure. He uses this powerful analogy from the Ramayana,
Oh,
like how Sita crossing the Laxman Rekha, that protective line, allowed Ravan to kidnap her. He compares cross-line talk to crossing that line. It opens you up to dangers that can destroy your growth.
that's a very vivid comparison. It really paints a picture of unseen risks in seemingly harmless chats.
It does. It underlines that violating these boundaries isn't just idle gossip. It can genuinely undermine the trust and structure the whole business relies on.
So if you pull back, what's the bigger picture here? What's Kumar's main message tying all this together?
I think his overarching message is about character. He says, success might get you to the top ranks.
Like the Lamborghini.
Right. But it's your character that keeps you there.
Ah.
So he urges everyone to constantly work on their communication, yes, but also their integrity, their personality. Because in his view, direct selling is fundamentally built on your personality.
The more authentically you operate, the better your business does.
That seems to be the core idea. The more you shine, the more your business shines.
And with that, he sort of wrapped up that whole webathon season, thanking people and looking ahead.
Yeah, sounds like a pretty impactful final session for them.
Definitely. So recapping this deep dive for us, we've really explored this unexpected side of communication, the don'ts, through Prem Kumar's lens.
And saw how it starts with that internal conversation, right? That need to affirm yourself. I am capable. I will succeed, especially when you face rejection, which is common.
So important. And then the external boundaries, that strict rule about avoiding loose talk.
Yeah, no negativity about the company, mentors, or those critical cross lines.
That quote really sticks. If you can't speak positively, at least shut up.
It does. And that Laxman Rekha analogy for cross lines, it really drives home the potential consequences.
It all circles back to his main point. Success gets you there, character keeps you there, and personality drives the business.
Exactly.
So here's maybe a final thought for you listening to this. Think about how these ideas, the self-talk, the integrity, the disciplined communication, especially around, say, workplace gossip or negativity about your colleagues or company, how does that apply in your own life, professional or personal? What kind of personal Laxman Rekha? What boundaries might you need to draw or strengthen to protect your own growth, your own character, even outside of direct selling?
Yeah, that's a really interesting takeaway, how those principles translate universally.
Something to definitely think about.